Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going on a visual journey. We're going to take this one single, complex image and completely deconstruct it to uncover the story that's hiding inside its lines and its colors. Ready? Let's dive in.
Okay, so here it is. This is our subject. Before I say anything else, just take a second. Let it all sink in. What's the very first thing that catches your eye? Got it? Good. Hold on to that word. Whatever it is, an emotion, a description, maybe an animal. That first gut reaction is our starting point. It's where this whole journey really begins. Now, let's start breaking this thing down. We're going to begin with the most fundamental part of any drawing, the lines. I mean, every single stroke you see here is a decision, it's a movement, it's a piece of the story. Just look at the sheer energy right here in the neck and the mane. The lines are so frantic, they're layered, they're fast. You can almost feel the speed of the artist's hand, creating this storm of marks that seem to just vibrate on the page. If we had to put one single word to that feeling, it would have to be this one: chaos. It's completely untamed, it's wild, it's raw. You can feel this almost uncontrollable energy just crackling in those strokes. But now, look here. Shift your focus to the eye, the sharp edge of the jaw, the very point of the ear. The lines here are totally different. They're not frantic at all. They're precise, deliberate, and incredibly sharp. They carve out the shape with absolute clarity. And right there, in those sharp, deliberate marks, we find the polar opposite of all that chaos. We find control. This isn't about speed. This is about intention. This is focus. This is that moment the artist slows way down, holds their breath, and defines the very essence of the creature. And here it is. This is the crucial tension in the piece. You've got a body that's made of chaos, but a face that's defined by control. This isn't just a drawing anymore. It's a portrait of a being that is both wild and intensely focused, all at the same time. These two opposing forces are exactly what bring it to life. All right, so we've read the lines. Now let's add the next layer, color. And color is never just decoration. It's pure emotion. It sets the entire mood for the whole piece. Let's start with the color you see the most of, green. Let your eyes trace it. What does this specific green feel like to you? Is it something natural, like a forest, or does it feel a little more unnatural? Okay, now shift your focus. Look for the deep blues and the stark blacks. See how they create all that shadow and depth? They ground all that chaotic green, and they add a sense of coolness. Maybe even a little bit of melancholy or intensity. Now, you've got to look close for this one. Can you spot the flashes of red? They're subtle, kind of like embers hidden in a fire. They're small, yeah, but they are incredibly powerful. They just pull your eye right in, don't they? So, what is this palette trying to tell us? Is that green a sign of wild nature, or maybe sickness? Are the blues and blacks calming, or are they cold and isolating? And that little bit of hidden red, is it a spark of life, a flash of anger, or maybe a subtle warning? The real meaning is somewhere in the tension between all of them. Okay, we've looked at the lines and we've felt the colors. Now let's put it all together and see what kind of creature really emerges from all this. So look at it again. See how those chaotic green strokes create this wild, almost ghost-like body, while the cool blues and blacks add a really serious, intense weight to it. It feels both electric and at the same time deeply internal. You know, if we had to summarize this whole piece in one short phrase, this one just feels perfect. It completely captures that core duality we've been exploring, this wild energy, this storm, held together by one single piercing point of focus. But we're not quite done with our deconstruction. There is one last absolutely crucial detail that we have to consider: the artist's final mark. A signature is so much more than just a name. It's the ultimate statement. It's the final, definitive act of control, where the artist steps back from the whirlwind they've created and says, this storm of chaos is now contained. It is complete. It's really the anchor that holds the entire piece together. So let's look one last time. You can see it all now. The struggle between chaos and control in the lines, the emotional story being told in the colors, and that final declaration of the signature. It's not just a picture anymore, is it? It's a complex character.
And that brings us right back to the beginning. We've given you the tools, a way to deconstruct the image, but the final interpretation, well, that's all yours. Now that you've seen all the details, what story does this creature tell you? The answer is waiting for you, right there in the lines.